Kaylee's going home. How soon until the Benton teen is released from the hospital?
A few scattered clouds around the state this morning. That's a change, and that will mean something we haven't seen in a long time around Arkansas this afternoon. I'll tell you what it is coming up.
And education, politics, Arkansas lawmakers look into the effects of No Child Left Behind, why they say great communities help schools succeed. Fox 16 Good Day starts right now.
Live from your breaking news leader, Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas starts now.
Good morning and welcome to Fox 16 Good Day. I'm Deidre Wilson on this Wednesday.
And I'm meteorologist Greg D. Let's start with something light this morning because, Coach Bielema, the Hog coach, he's got this superstition about wearing long sleeves at the game. He's always got these windbreakers on. Well, it turns out the windbreaker now has a Twitter account. Bielema's Windbreaker. It's already got 1,600 people following it.
What?
And it says in its profile, the original fashion icon established August 31st, 2013, the first Hog game. I fear nothing except an iron on the linen cotton setting. That's how he doesn't want to get burned.
So he doesn't want to get burned. Okay, so Coach B has a thing with long sleeves, but the windbreaker is long sleeves.
He likes to wear long sleeves during the game. So even when it was hot in Little Rock, he was still long sleeves on. So you can actually go on Twitter and follow the windbreaker. He says all kinds of things, keeps talking to people. One thing he said, I keep getting texts from Les Miles' shirt about how to remove grass stains, as if I know, he says. Great thing there you can do. You can follow that on Twitter. It's Bielema's Windbreaker. All right, let's check on your forecast this morning. Temperatures out there are in the 70s and the 60s. We'll be getting up into the 90s this afternoon. Low 90s to the mid 90s by later today. Current temperatures around central Arkansas, they're in the 70s, 75 to 80 in most towns around the region. We'll be getting up into those 90s as we move through the afternoon. There will be a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm as we move through the day as well. That's a check of your forecast. Let's check on your traffic this morning around central Arkansas with the Waze traffic app. That's showing pretty good traffic here across West Little Rock, down there towards the Big Rock interchange. Now I-40 into 30 is a little bit slow this morning. We're also looking at some slowdowns down across I-30. That was looking slower this morning due to an accident on Scott Hamilton. It's improved quite a bit since then. I-30, no major reports of any accidents out there so far. As you check out your forecast and your traffic now, let's get your headlines from Deidre.
Thanks, Greg. Good morning to you. A Benton teen recovering from parasitic meningitis will be released from the hospital today. Fox 16's Dustin Barnes is live outside Arkansas Children's Hospital, where we are awaiting the release of Kaylee Hardick, someone who's become our friend all around Central Arkansas. Hubert Tate getting people to do cartwheels for Kaylee, and we're just thrilled, Dustin, that she's going to be leaving the hospital today.
Deidre, we are all thrilled, so excited for Kaylee. This is a great day for her, but not only for her, her family, friends, supporters from all over the country, that after 53 days behind me here at Arkansas Children's Hospital, she is going home. Kaylee is only the third person to survive from parasitic meningitis after she contracted it from swimming at a Central Arkansas water park back in July. Doctors at Children's used some antibiotics and experimental antifungal drugs to help her in her cure. Since then, Kaylee has made remarkable progress, starting with writing her name and then speaking, also excelling in therapy. She's done so well that doctors gave her a pass last week to attend a fundraiser held in her honor, and that was the first time that we heard her speak on camera. Now, this is exciting news that she's going home, but Kaylee, she attributes this all to the many supporters that she's had and also the prayers that those supporters have prayed for her, and she has thanked them. She thanked them last week on our air, just thanking them for praying for her and being with her, and she's also thanking the tons of people who have supported her through the cartwheels for Kaylee that we saw. Our own Hubert Tate and so many others in our newsroom and so many others around the country took part in just raising awareness and just showing how proud they are of her. And of course, this excitement for her will continue on past through today and go on for some time now. Live in Little Rock, Dustin Barnes, Fox 16 News.
And Dustin, you let Kaylee know that just because Deidre didn't do cartwheels for her, I am 100% supporting her and praying for her.
Well, you know, Deidre, before they started, rolling on the camera, showing people in the newsroom, take doing cartwheels, I was like, well, let me practice mine, and it was not successful. So I said, well, you know, I'm just gonna root for her on the sideline.
Exactly.
Show those cartwheels.
Root. We don't want to break anything.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Dustin. Well, a Little Rock father raising concerns about a song his son has to play for regional orchestra auditions. Phil Frederick says the anthem of the Soviet Socialist Republic is one of the required audition pieces for the Arkansas South Region Orchestra, which Frederick's son will audition for on Saturday. But here, the thing is the father says the song represents a dark age in history and should not be required.
I support the United States of America and freedom, and certainly I'm not going to support anything, any flag, any national anthem which might have represented oppression of human rights.
The Arkansas School Band and Orchestra Association sponsors the event, and in response, the executive secretary says, quote, the purpose of the music is to judge a student's musical ability, not promote a political agenda or position, end quote. Frederick has instructed his son not to play the song if instructed to do so. And Governor Mike Beebe says he's not opposed to calling lawmakers back to the state capitol to address skyrocketing teacher insurance rates, but Beebe says it won't happen without a consensus from lawmakers on how to fix the teacher insurance problem long term.
The legislature will be given some of those options. None of them are going to be easy. All of them require more money.
Rates are set to increase 48% across the board. The hike will lead to a $500 increase in monthly premiums for some teachers starting January 1st. And ExxonMobil is asking a federal judge to dismiss lawsuits filed on behalf of the state of Arkansas and the U.S. government following the Mayflower oil spill. Separate lawsuits accuse the oil giant of violating the Federal Clean Water Act and improperly storing contaminated waste after the Pegasus pipeline ruptured in March. That case is set to go to trial next June. And a university professor who took an in-depth look at gun violence across the nation says politics is getting in the way of making policy changes. Daniel Webster spoke at the Clinton School yesterday afternoon, and he just released his book, Reducing Gun Violence in America, that gives solutions to creating stronger gun policies. Now, Webster says as long as the debate puts gun opponents against gun owners, nothing will change.
And I don't think that's a very productive way to move us forward to how we reduce gun violence and focus on what matters most, which is who should be able to legally have a gun and what can you do to keep those who are too dangerous from having guns from getting guns.
Webster published his book 6 weeks after the Newtown, Connecticut school shooting. And a sneak peek of the iPhone 5S. That's right, a picture was leaked and posted on the blog iPhone in Canada. Well, tech insiders say the new version is not a total redesign, but will have a faster processor. The screen size will roughly stay the same, and an improved camera will take better pictures for Greg's selfies. And there are rumors of a fingerprint scanner that I was talking about earlier as a replacement for your passwords. You don't have to remember the number. You just put your thumb there. And the cost for the basic model is expected to remain the same as the current iPhone. That's $199 with a 2-year phone contract, or $649 without. $649. Who got those kind of dollars for an iPhone?
People pay that. So they announced the new iPhones yesterday. I'm saving snapshots here, some of the things from around the internet about this, because I think this caught my eye immediately. Nokia tweeted this out to Apple. The new the iPhone 5C is going to come out in several colors, and Nokia has already done this before, so they just tweeted saying, thanks, Apple.
Imitation.
And then imitation is the best form of flattery. Those are Nokia phones from the past that they've released before, just like the new iPhones. Now, here's what they basically did. They took the current iPhone 5, took the back off, the metal back, put some plastic around it, and they're going to resell it as the iPhone 5C. It's basically an iPhone 5. That's what they're doing, and they're cutting back on manufacturing costs by putting a plastic back on it. It's now available in several colors, so you can choose that.
And that's the cheaper version,
That's the cheaper one, $99. $99 on contract, and it looks like the Power Rangers are going to be, I guess they're kind of selling this one toward younger folks,
kids,
maybe kids, maybe adults just looking for something different. The new announcement about the 5S, it's going to have the fingerprint scanner in it, and it is going to be available in a gold color.
Like the gold champagne, they said.
That's what it is, gold champagne and a slate gray.
Now, you have a problem with, Kennedy was telling me about the cool being able to use your thumbprint. Now, you have a problem with that.
Your thumbprint, your fingerprint is the last piece of ID that you possibly have. Numbers can be changed, social security numbers. This is permanent. To put that into a phone that is stored then in software, a device that is often stolen, hacked, and resold, I would never put my fingerprint into a device like that with someone. It may not be hackable now, but this is software. It will be hacked at some point. Very dangerous, I think.
Facebook is at Fox 16 HD or Twitter at Fox 16 News. Use the hashtag Fox 16 Good Day to connect with us for our trending now right now. What do you think about the new iPhone and all its gimmicks and quirks? All right, a man wakes up from surgery. Next, to what he calls the most beautiful woman in the world. How he responded when he found out she was his wife.
A nice warm start this morning around central Arkansas. We're talking fall-like weather on the way. A check of your forecast coming up.
You're watching Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas with Deidre Wilson and meteorologist Greg D. This is Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas.